Hey guys, Professor Mike here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you and talk about the truth of lifting your F-150. This truck has been lifted for about 2.5 years now, and there's a lot of things that I didn't know when I went to lift the truck that I do know now. So if you're thinking about lifting your F-150, stick around for the entire video. Let's go over the truth about lifting your truck. All right, so you're thinking about lifting that F-150, and not gonna lie, the thing looks absolutely sick. This is a 2018 F-150 with a 6-inch rough country lift. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly a couple things that you should look into considering before you go ahead and lift that F-150. So the first thing, number one, the first thing that we're going to talk about is this lift is permanent. There is no going back. Once you lift your truck, it is permanent. Why? Because they have to do a lot of cutting. First of all, they're going to drop the diff in the back here. Let's get back there. They drop it really far. So, as you can see right here, the dip has been dropped way down in the back, as you can see there. And they do a lot of cutting to get to this point. And so if you want to put a lift on and then you want to, I changed my mind, I want to go back to stock, it's over, man. They have already cut your suspension. And so that's one thing that a lot of people don't even realize when lifting their truck, is that there's no going back. So number one is, yeah, it is permanent. Now, if you do go with a level, that actually is not permanent. So if you are looking to lift your F-150 and you want to go all out, 6-inch, 4-inch lift, but if you just want something small that's not permanent, you can definitely go with a level. Number two, the price. So this lift, this F-150 rough country lift, was $1,200, but you have to remember that I'm not going to install this myself. This has to be done by a professional because I don't have any of the tools. I don't know how to do it. You need to lift the truck up in the air and do all the suspension. So the labor itself is going to be about $1,300, $1,000 to $1,300. But then you also have to get tires, right? And so you have to also get wheels. So the wheels probably run you about $1,400, tires another $1,400, right? Depending on what tire, what wheel you get. So overall, you're looking at probably $6,000, $7,000 to get this thing lifted. So it's not just about the lift, right? Because you can lift your truck, it's gonna look a little goofy because you got the plus 44 offset wheels super tucked in with the stock tires, and then you have a huge tall lift. But yeah, so it's not just the lift. So that's number two, the cost. It's about $6,000, $7,000, a lot more than you think it is. Number three is going to be the ride quality. So the ride quality is actually going to be a lot stiffer now, because why? Well, if you go with the base kit like I did, they just put a hockey puck, a 6-inch hockey puck style spacer up on top of your factory strut. Now you can go with aftermarket struts to even out the ride quality. So you can do that. It's going to be, like I said, a little bit more expensive. They did put some new shocks in the back when they did the lift kit, so that's good. But the ride quality is going to be a little bit stiffer. Number one, because you're higher off the ground. Number two, because your tires are probably different, and so you probably have like a mud terrain or a RT hybrid tire, so that's going to make the ride a little stiffer. And like I said, they're just adding on a spacer to the factory strut, and so it's super tight. The sound, so when you lift the truck, you're probably going to have some mud terrain tires, RT tires on it, even all-terrain, even like heavy all-terrain tires. The thing about the lift is you go higher in the air, you got to bigger tires, and when you have bigger tires, the sound is going to be a lot louder on the road. Like I said, depending on what tires you get, some tires are pretty quiet, but if you're going a 35-inch tire, it's definitely going to be louder than your standard stock tire before you lifted it. And so if that's something that bothers you, then that's something that you have to think about. Most people don't think about that, but you can hear the howling from the tire as you're going down the road. The next one, I don't even know what number one, but we'll go to the next one, is the gas mileage. So you lift your truck, it's less aerodynamic, more drag, more pull. The gas mileage is going to go down. So when I was first driving this truck, so when this truck was stock and you fill it up 36-gallon fuel tank, it would get about 720 miles to the tank full. After I lifted it, it got about 500. So I lost 200 miles per tank full just by lifting the truck. So I spent more money on the lift, I spent more money on the tires, and I spent more money on gas now because, like I said, it's super high off the ground. The tires are wider. You're getting more drag from the wind. It's less aerodynamic. The wind can't go under the car as much, and yeah, so you're just expected to just have worse fuel economy, especially the tires being so big. Another thing with worse fuel economy. Now, how much does that come out to a month? Well, if you're taking 200 miles off your tank full and you're filling up, you know, once a week, now you're filling up every 4 days, it's probably going to cost you an extra $100 a month just in gas alone because of the less fuel economy. And I guess this is number 6. Number 6 is it's a lot taller off the ground, so you have to be careful getting in and out of your truck. And you're not used to that. So, you know, getting in and out of your truck every day, your body starts to adapt and understand that this is how high I'm gonna have to jump, this is how high I'm gonna have to come down, right? But when you first lift your truck and you jump out, I almost sprained my ankle getting out because I'm so used to the height of getting in and getting out. My body knows exactly how far off the ground it is when I jump in and out of the truck. But as soon as you get it lifted, you think you're in your same truck, you jump out, you better be careful because you're pretty high off the ground. This is not only a 6-inch lift, but you also went from a 32-inch tire to a 35-inch tire. So that's another 3 inches, but technically 1.5 because only half of it's off the ground. So you just increased your truck height by 7.5 inches and you're gonna jump out another 7.5 inches from your truck. So your body's definitely not gonna get used to that. So don't hurt yourself on the way down. Number 7 is gonna be parking garages. You're not gonna fit in every single parking garage. I fit in 95% of parking garages. It is super tight. It's a 6'8" clearance. My truck is literally like 6'7", and so yeah, it fits, but not really, because there's some parking spots where it's like, ooh, yeah, I'm definitely not going to fit into that. Just in general, parking in the parking lot, you're a lot taller. It's a lot wider. This is not even a compact parking spot. Look how much room I have. I got about 6 inches on both sides, so you have to be pristine with your parking. Say goodbye to compact parking. Say goodbye to parallel parking. If you're really good, I can still parallel park because I've been driving this thing for 4 years now, so I know exactly, you know, how long the truck is and all that. But, you know, you can say goodbye to the in and out movements of parking in general. Parking lots, parking garages, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And the last one is you can say goodbye to your factory warranty. So if anything goes wrong with your suspension, anything goes wrong with the truck itself in terms of the tires, wheels, you know, brakes, whatever, they're gonna blame it on your lift kit. That's just how it's gonna go because you did something aftermarket that is permanent. And so they don't know where it got done. It wasn't done at the dealership. It could have been done by your buddy, could have been done by you, a shop that didn't do it right. And so if you're gonna go in there and say something like, oh, the suspension, something's wrong, right? They're gonna look at you and go, you did this to yourself, and you're gonna have to pay for that. So you can say goodbye to your warranty. The good thing is with me, when I got the truck lifted, the warranty was already gone on it. The truck was already over 60,000 miles by the time I lifted it. So it doesn't really matter at that point. It's no longer on the warranty. It hasn't been under warranty for a long time, but yeah, if your truck's still under warranty, I would probably hold off on it for a bit until you're out of that, just in case something happens. But there y'all go. That is the truth about lifting your F-150. If you have any other questions, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I love answering your questions about trucks. I got a lot of new subscribers that have not been following the channel. Those who've been following the channel for 4 years now, kudos to you. You've probably seen the transformation of this truck. But if you're looking at all the mods done to the truck, link in the description down below. I love when y'all buy off the links. I do get a small commission, small kickback. It helps out, supports the channel, allows me to buy more things for the truck. And yeah, so I really appreciate what y'all are doing. Like I said, if you have any questions about the lift, your lift, any stories that you have, I'd love to hear you in the comment section, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.